Final practice is in the books for the F1 2024 Belgian Grand Prix. It was wet. It was wet, wet, wet. Extremely wet. As we saw red flags, Lance Stroll struck it in the wall. No real surprise there. And we had a bit of wet weather running. But no, it pisses me off about F1. They're like, oh, they're aquaplaning. Maybe because they're on the intermediate tyre. You know, we've seen in the Canadian Grand Prix when it was far too wet, the Haas drivers on the wets, they had the pace. I don't understand why they treat they treat the wet tire in F1 like it's like you can't drive on it. Like, yeah, is it slow? Yes, but I honestly think if a session is deemed wet enough, they should force them to have to use the wets until like a green light or system works or something. Because the reason why F1 I think cancels a lot of sessions or the red flag comes out is because most of the grid, or if not all the grid, are on the intermediates. And no wonder it's an unsafe tyre. Like, yeah, theoretically, if you can keep it on track, it might be quicker than the wet. But, what's the point of the wet tyre if you're not going to use it? Max Verstappen gets P1, no real surprise. Qualifying will be wet. I think Max will get pole. And then obviously with his penalty, he will drop all the way down. Piastri was in second, then it was Gasly, Norris, Ocon. So Alpine looking really good in this wet condition. Then you had Leclerc, Stroll, Bottas, Hamilton, Perez. Perez just what? How many seconds was he off? His just 5.4 seconds off his teammate. Just over the 5 seconds. 5.5, sorry. Then we had Albon, Hulkenberg, Alonso, Ricardo, Shinoda, Joe, Sargent, and Magnussen. Magnussen, 14 seconds off Max Verstappen, man. What in the fuck is that all about? As George Russell and Carlos Sainz didn't set a lap, apart from at the end when they went it. But Sainz spun into the gravel. But that is it for your FP3 review. Yeah, if it's that wet later, it's going to be a completely mixed up grid. But I think Max will get pole because the guy's just too good in the wet. He's good around Spa. I think in the dry, McLaren would have walked a 1-2 personally. That's what it looked like after yesterday. But we'll have to wait and see.